going to probably regret. I can't even talk. I can't even talk yet. Anyways, so I'm gonna do 2 things. If I can get past the first thing, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna be big-headed. I'm not even gonna guarantee that I'm gonna get past the first thing, because it's a doozy. That's the hard part. A couple years back, I did a hot wing challenge on a live stream for charity. It was for a round table. And I ate a blazing hot wing from Buffalo Wild Wings. And we also did a dab of ghost pepper sauce. So that's like, what, the wing was like 350k Scoville. And then the sauce was like another million Scoville. So, however that adds up. So apparently, since then, they have upgraded the blazing wing to 2 million. They've started putting in the Carolina Reaper, which is the big granddaddy pepper that will fuck you up and kill your sperm. I don't know why I said that. Why did I say that, dude? I just want to complain about DoorDash. How are you gonna double the price of the item I get, and then the Dasher has to go up to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan before they come to my house? Like, bro, this shit's gonna be all, like, it's not even just gonna be hot, it's gonna be soggy, it's gonna be, like, falling apart. It's not gonna be a pleasant experience. Let's just go for it, bro. Let's just... Oh, it's already kind of hitting me. You know what? Fuck it, dude. I'm gonna just say right now, I've never claimed to not be a pussy, so I'm gonna pull out the ranch. I'm gonna make this as pleasant as I possibly can. Oh, my hand is touching that. Oh, damn, this shit is dry as fuck, bro. I think they really be like, yo, dude, I don't know if you're sure about this. Yeah, they barely put any on here. Like, it's probably still gonna be hot as fuck. I'm not gonna downplay it, but they do seem to not be saucing up the wings too much. Let me just get a taste. Okay, that's... I put a tiny little speck on my tongue, and that's pretty hot. And again, I'm not... When we did that challenge a couple years ago, I was the only one who was, like, pretty cool, calm, and collected. Like, I handle my spice pretty well. Though that being said, I haven't really eaten spicy food a whole lot, because I usually eat from home these days. My family doesn't tend to eat as spicy as I do. My mom kinda does, my dad definitely does not. So I don't know what my tolerance is right now, but let's just dive right in. And yes, I'm using a fork, because again, I'm a pussy, I don't care. Okay. Okay, alright. Fuck that. Fuck that, dude. Holy fuck. Okay. It was deceptive at first. At first I was like, damn, that doesn't... There's like nothing there. And then I swallowed. Okay, yeah, fuck that. Fuck that, dude. Holy fuck. Oh god, it's like in my gums. Oh shit. Again, I'm a pussy. I'm not gonna pretend I'm not. Okay. Now for the second half of this. I'm going to review Full Gear that was this past week. Oh my god, I have it on my hands. Like, what the... Okay, I'm going to review Full Gear. Every match, we're going to go down the card. So the first match was the tag match between Hikaru Shida and Thunder Rosa versus Nyla Rose and Jamie Hayter. This was kind of a throwaway match. I don't know why they didn't set up the TBS Women's Championship to the tournament to conclude at Full Gear. They set up the men's #1 contenders, like, World Championship match to conclude here. I don't know why they didn't do the same for the women. You could argue that, like, well, they didn't really have room on the card because it was already a 4-hour show. But let's be honest, like, did Pac and Cody versus Andrade and Black really need to be on the main card over potentially an inaugural title crowning? Holy fuck. I don't think it did. Of course, Cody has to be on the main card because fuck everybody else, that's why. Bro, am I crazy? Part of me wants to take another one. Part of me wants to hit another one. Should I do it? Holy fuck. I kind of want to do it. Like, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's really not that bad. It just hurts. You know what I mean? Like, it's just kind of like, ow. I mean, fuck it, dude. Like, should I go for an R1 before we get into the main card? I feel like it's just going to make it worse. So, I don't know. I'll go with a small one. Okay. Like, it's not that bad. There's like nothing there. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's really not that bad. Can't tell if that made it worse or not. Alright. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Okay. Alright, there it is. Holy fuck. Icarus. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, that's hitting the back of my throat. Holy shit. Alright, on to the main card. So, MJF versus Darby Allin. A great intro match to the show. Two young guys who are the future of the company. They threw all these crazy moves at each other. There was at one point a pile driver on the apron, the hardest part of the ring. And then the match still concluded with a headlock takeover. Next match. Lucha Brothers versus FTR. Four ridiculously great wrestlers. All four of them are amazing. And, yeah, this was just a solid match. If you want to see a good wrestling match, go and watch it. What was the next match? Holy fuck, I don't even remember. I actually need to pull up the fucking card. I can't think right now. Okay, Google. AEW Full Gear 2021 card. Oh god, it's in my gums. Just give me the card. I don't want... Oh my god, this is a fucking review. I don't care about your review, dude. I'm doing my review. The fuck? Okay, Bryan Danielson versus Miro. This was a match I was looking forward to the most, and I actually fell asleep right before the match started, which was rough for me, because I woke up right as Bryan Danielson was getting his hand raised. And I was like, damn it, now I know the result. The worst case scenario. I went back and watched it. I think that it definitely would have been great if I didn't know the result. Okay, now it's hitting me. Oh my god. Ow. This was a bad idea. I shouldn't have done the second one. Holy fuck. Great match. Technical wrestling meets an immovable object. Would have been very suspenseful if I did not know who was going to win the match beforehand. Jurassic Express and Christian versus the Super Click. I like what they're doing with Jungle Boy, where it seems like they're kind of using Christian to make him like their version of Edge, where Edge was like this young, long-haired pretty boy, white meat babyface, and then like just became more deranged over time. And now Jungle Boy is going from wholesome babyface, young babyface. He is a babyface with a babyface, who's now becoming more and more determined to be ruthless and aggressive and violent, and that's a great way to finish a match, to end on that note and get across the character development. Great storytelling, great all that stuff. Pac and Cody Rhodes versus Andrade and Malachi Black. Again, I said this could have gone on the pre-show if they had actually done the TBS Championship Tournament differently. It was just one of those odd couple tag team matches where Malachi and Andrade weren't quite on the same page. Cody and Pac weren't on the same page. They had that spot where Pac did the suicide dive into Cody to like show that like, you know, they weren't like in sync. In the end, I think Pac pinned Andrade, which is great because Pac doesn't win usually. He's like the Vegeta of wrestling. He is short, he is buff, and he usually doesn't win when it counts. So it's good to see him get a W for once. Next was the women's title match. Yes, Britt Baker versus Ty Conti. Honestly, a little bit disappointing. I wish that they would have waited for Ty Conti to challenge for the title. Ty Conti could potentially even be the person to take the belt off of Britt Baker, if not Thunder Rosa. And this match was decent, but I felt like the finish was kind of weird. They did the double finisher of Britt, and then she kicked out of that. And then she did another thing. I don't remember what it was, because my brain is literally... I knew the whole card, and I can't even remember it. I need a reference for the card, because my brain is, like, frying right now. It's melting in my skull. But they did this whole, like, big climax in the match, and then it was a false finish, and then they didn't follow it up with a more climactic finish. So it just kind of felt underwhelming. Next was CM Punk versus Eddie Kingston. Awesome match, just a straight-up fight. I loved having Punk come out in the MMA shorts, which, for those of you who don't know, Punk was in MMA for a short minute. He was in UFC, and both of his matches he lost because he didn't really train like from the bottom to work his way up to UFC. He kind of got offered a UFC contract out of WWE when he left and was like, well, shit, I don't know MMA that well, but I can train and try and get as good as possible because it's $1 million contract, bro. I can't hate the man for getting his money. But his first match, he got knocked out right away, and it was kind of referenced here, where he comes out in the MMA shorts, and then Eddie Kingston hits him with a back fist right away, and then he gets knocked out, like, before the bell even rings. But then throughout the match, it just is more of a fight. Punk gets busted open. Eddie's, like, taking the blood and, like, rubbing it on his face. Also, the fact that Punk was getting booed and the crowd was favoring Eddie Kingston, that's insane. Imagine 2 years ago, you say, yo, CM Punk is going to come back to wrestling, and he's going to wrestle Eddie Kingston as a face and get booed. That's crazy, dude. I feel like it's coming down again. And I'm kind of tempted to eat another wing. But I'm also like, yo, dude, last time that did not go well. So I'm gonna just ride this through. Next match was the Inner Circle versus the Men of the Year. This shit was a fuckfest. Like, in every possible way. They were pulling out the literal kitchen sink and just doing crazy shit. Just doing fuck shit the entire time. And, like, for the most part, it was entertaining. The entertainment made up for how fuck shit it was. Like, the fuck shit actually added to how entertaining of a match it was. However, there was a point where they threw each other into the crowd, and, like, the crowd was not prepared. Like, they were not prepared to get out of the way. So you just saw people getting kicked in the face, people getting slammed into each other, onto the chairs. And that's just kind of, like, unprofessional, if I'm gonna be real. I'm usually one of those people who's like, yo, it's wrestling, don't be a bitch, but, like, come on. Like, these are audience members. I understand, because I go to indie shows a lot. Sometimes there's not even a guardrail. And you gotta understand that, like, yo, they're gonna spill out to the outside, and when they do, you gotta get the fuck out of the way, or else you're gonna get fucked up. Like, dude, the first time I saw Darby Allin wrestle, homie did a suicide dive basically right into me. Like, I get it, but that's an indie show. You're doing, like, you're one of the biggest wrestling promotions in the world at this point. You can't get away with that anymore. You're gonna get a lawsuit, for sure. I wouldn't be surprised if some of those people did take some sort of action against AEW, or AEW did something to, like, prevent them from taking action, did some sort of, like, here's a meet and greet, come backstage, you can meet CM Punk if you want, like, whatever. I mean, I would expect that much, at least, you know? I got fucking kicked in the face by Santana or Ortiz or one of the Men of the Year guys. I don't remember who it was, but I would expect that much at least. Like, yo, if I'm gonna get kicked in the face at your show, I want to at least meet CM Punk. Or Bryan Danielson, or whoever your favorite wrestler is. I'm actually not even feeling it anymore. I'm not even feeling it. I think that I should take an R1. I think I should take an R1 for the main event. No milk. Just full on, I'm not even feeling this anymore. I think I ate all the small ones, so that's tough. Let's see. Get it covered in ranch. Trying to save myself as much as possible. Nah, let's get more on there. Okay, this one doesn't feel as bad as the other ones. So, let's go. Adam Page defeated Kenny Omega for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. Now, let me tell you a bit of a story. As my mouth is burning and I'm dying. Okay, now it's hitting me. I saw Chris Jericho win the AEW World Championship to become the inaugural World Champion against Hangman Page. I was there in the arena, and I remember everyone was booing Hangman even though he was the babyface. And even one guy in the section next to me was like, stop booing the babyface. Trying to, like, gatekeeper, like, police everyone else's good time. And I was the guy who was like, yo, fuck the babyface. Fuck Adam Page. Because he wasn't ready back then. He wasn't ready. Chris Jericho was the guy who should have been the inaugural world champion. And that's what happened. That's who was the inaugural world champion. Holy fuck. Now it's really hitting me hard. But here, this match is why. This match that happened at Full Gear is why. Because Adam Page was destined to become a star in AEW. He was destined to become a guy who was going to overthrow Kenny Omega, who was one of the most dominant world champions in the history of the company so far. Overthrow him and be the only guy who it made sense to beat him. And become one of the first guys to win a world championship in AEW who had never won another world championship in another major company. And through doing that, Adam Page at Full Gear was crowned as the first homegrown top guy of AEW. And that is an incredible honor That's something that is incredibly amazing to be crowned as. And I'm in pain right now. So that's all I gotta say. Thank you so much for watching. Holy fuck.
We have caught and compromised to a permanent end Osama bin Laden.